All right, we're going to show you how to clean up a goose, how to breast it and take the legs and thighs. We have a beautiful adult blue-faced snow goose. And when we look at it real quickly, we can see he's got a broken wing here. So what I always do is try to stretch these out before I start working. It just makes it easier to work on, get those wings right up at the top of the breast. Same with the legs. And then there's so many feathers on these birds. You want to reach through the feathers and the down to grab the skin and rip it open. And when you get it started, you can actually peel that skin right back over the breast like this. Pull it right up to the top, get your thumbs under the skin. Here too, it's fingers under the skin and just pull. If you get it going, you can actually pull it right down over the legs and thighs. Don't worry about ripping the bird open too much. It just makes your job easier at the end. But right down to the bottom, just like that. So when we remove the breast here, we're going to keep this one on with the wing because this wing isn't broken, and we can remove this. Here's the breastplate here, the bone that runs down the center. We're going to follow it with our knife and just fillet it off to the side. Easy to do. I'll turn that around, make it a little bit easier to see with the camera. And you come right down to the top. There's a bone that runs along the top here, which some people would call a wishbone when they're eating turkey. So you're going to follow that bone and just take this breast right off the plate just like that. Removes very easy. And right here you can see the white part of the joint. There's that wing, and you can see where it moves. If you put your knife right between the two bones in the joint, it just comes right out. So what we end up with is a full goose breast, wing attached, ready for legal transport. We'll just set it there. We'll take off the other side. Again, breastplate, follow the breastbone down, come across the bottom, and you can see the bone right there. That's what you're following with your knife. The sharper the knife, the easier this is to do. Get to the top, come right along the top like this, and we can take that breast right down to the joint and cut it right through, and you can see the fat and the skin underneath that, and it just fillets right off, just like that. So there's the second breast, cleaned up. Put it with the first. There's your goose tender that comes right off the inside. You want to keep those. And then we've already pulled most of the skin off the legs and the thighs here. Again, you just want to pull underneath. I like to stick my fingers right through underneath the legs here and just give it a pull. And you can get it right down over the joint in most cases. Sometimes you'll have to cut them, but that's easy to do. Score that joint, pop it backwards, come through from the bottom, cut through the ligaments. There's a leg and a thigh exposed. If we pull this right back, you can actually feel the backbone in the center right here, which means that you'll be able to take the whole thigh. There's what it looks like from the outside. If I turn it around here, on the inside, we've got ribs on the inside. You can see the thigh meat here and at the top. Come in at the top, pop it out of the hip. There's the leg bone where it joins the hip. And we're just going to fillet that leg right off. There is a full thigh and leg. This is easy to clean up. You can actually just pop your knife underneath it, cut through the skin, and this will pull back. And all I do is take this off with a little bit of the ligament at the top of the leg. Get your knife underneath, and there. Fully cleaned up, leg, thigh. These are some of the best parts on a goose. If you haven't tried legs and thighs, there are some great recipes for these, and they add up to an awful lot of meat when you look at them compared to the size of the breast. So you can really take a lot of extra protein home by including the legs and thighs. There's a quick and easy way to do our smaller geese like snow geese, Rosses, and small Canadas.